Hello and welcome. My name is Scott McMahon. This is Scottie Teaches, and today we're going to be in Adobe Illustrator and we're going to learn about the Shape Builder tool. We're going to make a little science icon. We're going to make a flask, so I need a couple of parts. So a flask usually has a tall neck, and it has a polygon shape, and the way that you use the polygon tool, or the way that I use the polygon tool, is to select the polygon tool from the drop-down menu on the rectangle, press Option so that I'm drawing from the center, and then I get to choose my size, which is the radius, so it doesn't really matter. I can change it once I make this shape. But what's more important is that I want 3 sides. I want a triangle. So there it is. If it wasn't in the right orientation, I can just move it. And that's a little, the proportions need to change. So I'm just going to turn on my bounding box. Line that up in center. That kind of has the right proportions right there. So I have a long neck. I have my base of the flask. And usually a flask also has a little lip area at the top. So I'm just going to hold down Shift or Option and draw from the center to make a little tiny area at the top. And it doesn't really matter that these shapes overlap. It's kind of actually better that they overlap for Shape Builder. I'm going to turn my bounding box off. I'm going to select all my objects. So the way that Shape Builder works is you need to select all the objects you want to work with. Shape Builder icon tool is 2 circles and a little pointer. You select that, and what it allows you to do as you scroll over it, you'll see that it highlights to say that that's the shape that you want to sort of merge into other parts of this shape. I want to merge all of these, so I can actually just click and drag, and ta-da, I have my basic shape for my flask. The only thing I want to do now, and why I do it this way to work with my sharp angles, is that I can select the corners that I want afterwards, use my cornering feature, and then I can just curve what I need to do, because each one of these is going to be slightly different curves because of the look I want to achieve for the flask. So there we have it. That is my basic flask. So right now I drew that with the standard out of the box default. I had a white fill and a black stroke. I don't need to have that fill anymore, so I can actually delete that fill. It's on a layer I already have called Flask. And now I'm going to add some Science Liquid to it. So I'm going to select the liquid layer. I'm going to turn the stroke off. I don't need the stroke for this. I need a color. Let's get a sciencey color. Green is a nice sciencey color. And for this, the way that Shape Builder also works is that I'm going to put that much science liquid in this flask, and it doesn't necessarily fit, but that's the way that Shape Builder works, that it not only builds shapes, but it will also subtract shapes. So I go back to Shape Builder, and the shortcut for that was Shift M if I want it. And again, if I scroll over stuff, you'll notice that nothing is selected other than the box, and that is because I don't have everything selected. So the key is to make sure that everything is selected. Go back to your Shape Builder, and now I'm not doing anything other than scrolling the mouse over, and this would be shape building. I would add these shapes to the flask, but I don't want to. I want to remove shapes. So by pressing Option, I can actually remove that shape. The nice thing is that it cut that shape away to the perfect shape of what was above it, the flask, but it never left its layer. So that is how we make a flask. The only thing that I might do now is up the stroke level, maybe to 5. No, it still needs to be. How about 10? 10 is starting to look like a sciencey icon. That looks fantastic. So that's how we use Shape Builder, a couple of simple shapes to make a flask for science and an icon. Thanks for watching.